you feel it's any different than what it was last year when you came in as pretty much no questions asked the starting guy?
Definitely wanted to get me on like third downs and stuff like that. So that was one thing I had to get better at. So that's one goal for me this year. But the rest of it is the same thing, really.
Route running part of it.
Route running part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had a couple like seam routes deep down the field. Is that seems new? I mean, not that it's new in the playbook, but new you running it. Has that been new for you this summer? Are you excited about that maybe happening in an actual game?
Oh yeah, definitely something new for me this year, and yeah, I'm excited for it to happen in the game.
You're like 2 for 2 at least, right?
Yeah, man. Hope I get some more too, man.
You kind of feed off of Christian, and what's kind of the balance there between you two guys?
Man, it's crazy. His third down skills are crazy. The way he catch the ball, run routes. I think we feed off each other, and just both of us could catch the ball and run. It's unbelievable. So it's awesome, though. It's awesome.
How much did you know of him or watch him when you weren't teammates?
Since my rookie year, even before that, I watched Christian play, and I was like, man, he's so elusive. It's crazy. But even before, I watched him, and he's a hell of a player.
You watched him from afar, and the last season, and then this training camp. What have you learned about him that you didn't know before, just being around him so close?
His pass game, the way he is in third downs, his blitz protection, the way he just route people up is unbelievable for a back like that.
Made you a better
Oh yeah,
player?
most def. Just seeing what he's doing, I'm always asking him questions, so I know he probably get tired of me a little bit. No, I'm just joking, but nah, he's an animal.
You obviously see this defense in practice every day, and I realize Bose is not around in camp, but how is it different or better, or how do you think it will be compared to last year when it was obviously one of the best?
Oh yeah, it's either way it go. Even when Bose is not here, you still know like he's one of the best defensive players we have. So we know when he's here because we always like, all right, make sure we help on the outside when niggas rushing up the field. So it's definitely a difference.
How do you feel physically right now?
Oh, good. Ready to go for week 1.
Obviously, the injury stuff's been well documented, and there's been Bobby Turner was telling us at one point that they've talked to you about protecting yourself a little better, but then Kyle would say, nah, it's just been bad luck. He puts his knee down and it gets hit the wrong way. How do you sort of process all that?
Right about now, I just try not to worry about it. I'm a physical player, so that's what I do. Stuff happens, football, but man, I'm just on the verge of just want to have a good year and just run like I usually run, man.
1,000 seasons, rushing, receiving, are so rare in this league. But it seems like Christian might have a shot at doing it this year. Has that come up at all? Does anybody kind of mention that to him? Do you ever hear him talk about possibility of that?
Oh, that's one thing about Christian. He don't really worry about the stats and stuff. He just go out there and play the game, and whatever happens is gonna fall where it needs to. So we really don't worry about that too much.
But if it were to happen, it probably wouldn't surprise you.
No, it was not. No, it would not surprise me at all.
What do you think about the way running backs are viewed around the league? As you know, earlier in training camp with Saquon and Josh Jacobs, there's a lot of talk about maybe teams don't value running backs. They don't pay them what they should. How do you view that? Not in your situation, but just around the league, and how the position is sort of, valued compared to other positions.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like we running backs, those running backs, they should get treated better than that. Everybody needs a running back, and we do a lot. So they just got to keep going, and man, just don't worry about that, and just continue to do what they need to do, and everything will fall in the right place.
Why do you think that is? There's a lot of talk about wear and tear, and running backs. It's hard to be productive in your late 20s, early 30s because of all the punishment. Do you, as you look around, do you see that? You understand that argument?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it is what it is. We running backs, it happens. But other than that, man, we just got to just do what we need to do. Either way.
Anything else? All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Steve Wilkes was just talking about a text you sent to him, kind of laying out what you see the challenges are for the Steelers. Can you is that something you do often as far as just diving in and diagnosing the upcoming opponent?
Yeah, I do that a lot, and me and Chris Eric always have convos about what I see and stuff, and in the run game and the pass game. So, been building a relationship with Wilkes and decided, to share with him what I was seeing when I was studying them already.
At what point have you started to look ahead to Pittsburgh? At what point during camp did you start really focusing in on week 1?
Just after our last preseason game, really. Started studying, watching some film. They got a couple preseason games, some games from last year. So started studying them after that.
I've heard a couple teammates reference this, and maybe they did last year, I just don't remember it. But how long have you been Blueprint?
Tapp started that. Daryl Tapp started calling me that when he got here. So it's been a couple years since 2020. I think Tapp came.
What does that mean to you?
It's just a nickname that he has a nickname for everybody. So, that was his nickname for me, what he saw out of me.
Pretty good compliment.
Yeah, for sure. That's my responsibility, is to help everybody else and lead our group. So.
Defense obviously ranked at the top of the league last year in a lot of statistical categories. How do you think it can be better this year? And in what ways has Steve Wilkes brought a new energy, a new twist? How is he maybe tweaking what you guys have done?
Well, last year is last year. It's the start of a new journey. We can't hang our hat on what we did last year. So it's a new team, a lot of new guys. And so we're going to start our own journey. And, we want to get off to a good start against Pittsburgh. And, I think we'll do that. We got to lock in and keep preparing, keep practicing and getting ready for that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, taking the field with this defense. And, I think Wilkes brings a great element to our defense, especially on the back end, him being a back end guy majority of his career, and how he's going to help our DBs and just his overall presence and mentality of, how our defense should look. So I'm excited about it.
Eric, have you come across Najee Harris at all, just being a Bay Area
guy? Yeah, I met him a few times. We have the same agency. Met him a few times.
What strikes you about him, and I guess as more so as a player, I guess?
He's an amazing player. I've heard about Najee since he was in high school, really. When he got the Alabama offer, I think, like his freshman and sophomore year high school. So I've been hearing about him for a while. He's a great back. It's going to be a challenge to, get him down, and I think we'll be up for the challenge though. But he's an amazing player.
What point in your career did you feel like comfortable sharing, like, here's what I'm seeing with a coach or coaches?
It's been a while. I used to share a lot of stuff with Salah. Me and Salah had a good relationship. Used to share stuff with D'Amico, and then of course, when Chris came, me and him have a great relationship as well too. So, I think Salah has always. It started with Salah really. Once I got comfortable in the scheme and what he was wanting us to do, then I could study and show how teams are trying to attack us.
How would you describe Steve in his demeanor with you guys, and how is he different maybe than Salah and D'Amico?
He's his own person. He has his own personality. I don't really compare the three. They're all their own individuals. I think they all are amazing coaches in their own right, and they just have a different personality. And they all believe in how football should be played the right way, and that's playing physical, fast, execution. Everybody being on the same page, and that's the makeup of a great defense.
What's Steve's personality?
He's a cool dude. He coming in, I heard things about him from some of his former players, friends of mine. That he would be a great guy and a great coach for us, and that's what I've seen from him. So he's a good dude, and I look forward to continuing to getting to know him.
The way you've gone through the off season and then the preseason, after the way you had to fight through the regular season last year, do you think you're primed for a good year?
Yeah. Yeah, I think when healthy, always play good. So, God willing, good health. Had a great off season, great training camp, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
It's been a long time, but as I recall, probably your second NFL game was at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I mean, seems like such a long time ago. What do you
Yeah.
remember about that?
I remember a lot about that day. It wasn't a good day for us. But yeah, I remember I haven't played there since my rookie year. Pittsburgh is going to be an amazing atmosphere. They have great fans. Really a football city. So I remember that the atmosphere is going to be great. And some things I don't want to talk about in that game. They can look at this. They can look at the score and see what happened. But
It seemed like that game just got out of control right at the beginning.
yeah, they had Big Ben and AB and all those receivers and Le'Veon. I don't think Le'Veon played, but they were a good team.
Is there a sense of like, okay, this guy has something to him?
Of course, people look at the quarterback, such an important position. People feed off of their energy and how they're looking. If they're stressed, it's going to stress everybody else out. So having that calm demeanor and, instilling that confidence in his teammates is, a great part about his game and his personality. So, credit to him, coming in and being that poised and, being calm, even when, there's adversity and there's things going on. And that helps, the rest of the team too.
What are telltale signs when you're like, okay, this quarterback is not at peace, not calm, highly stressed?
I think we're all human beings, so you could tell that with how you guys all can tell how the relationships and people you meet on a daily are stressed. It's the same way.
Yeah, very stressed.
All right.